So, uh, Hillary Clinton, seriously, like 6 months, well, if you go from the election, it'd be 8 months now. 8 months in after that embarrassing event, and we're still hearing about Hillary Clinton, and yeah, she still hasn't learned anything at all. So, I say this in connection or because of an article about the Lizard Queen herself, who evidently made an appearance at an event and had some interesting new revelations on why she lost the election. Interestingly enough, none of them involve her fucking up, or her campaign fucking up, but maybe someday we'll get there. So, the Washington Post article, is it Washington Post? Yeah, Washington Post article reads, Hillary Clinton has found plenty of non-Hillary Clinton things to blame on her 2016 loss, including Russia, Comey, debate moderators, and misogyny. Don't forget Bernie Sanders, progressives. Is there any others? Oh, WikiLeaks, which, WikiLeaks, Russia, same thing. I mean, Julian Assange is practically the head of the KGB. Like, fucking morons. But anyway, so, whole list of things not her related as to why she lost. Anyway, but her decision Wednesday to add the DNC to that list is predictably proving pretty, okay, there's too many P's there, pretty sensitive inside her own party. You don't say. Throwing your own fucking party under the bus for your fuck up, and it's rubbing some people the wrong way. Who'd have thought? It's amazing. This person couldn't, like, how did this person manage to fuck up a campaign so much that she lost to Donald Trump? Shit like this. Gee, I wonder if throwing my own damn party under the bus is going to piss some people off. A top former DNC aide, like IT guy, data manager, I believe it was, tweeted overnight that Clinton's allegations were fucking bullshit, and even suggested that the Clinton campaign ignored its warnings about how competitive Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin were. Those three states proved decisive for President Trump, and especially in the case of Michigan and Wisconsin, were neglected by the Clinton campaign. Yeah, I'll say neglected. I don't think she... What was it? She went, I think both of those states, like, either she didn't even show her face, or she made, like, one appearance right at the end. Despite, evidently, the DNC telling her, hey, watch out for these states. And in addition to that, local party volunteers from those states saying, like, we need more volunteers, more resources. She needs to come here and do some groundwork in these states. Ignored it. They knew better. They were going after the Romney voters in Pennsylvania. That's why she won. I mean, that's why she planned to. Top four. Okay. In a Wednesday appearance at Recode's Code Conference in California, Clinton pointed to the DNC's data deficit when she became the Democratic nominee. I set up my campaign, and we had our own data operation. I get the nomination, so now I'm the nominee of the Democratic Party. I inherit nothing from the Democratic Party, Clinton said, according to a transcript. I mean, it was bankrupt. It was on the verge of insolvency. Its data was mediocre to poor, non-existent, wrong. I had to inject money into it, the DNC, to keep it going. Andrew Thuralt, who served as the DNC's director of data science and now works for the city of Boston, took exception to Clinton's criticisms in tweets that have since been deleted. I will post the tweets here. I'll go ahead and read them. Private mode be damned. This is too important. I'm not willing to let my people be thrown under the bus without a fight. We will respond in due time, but for now, just realize our work was given. Your work was worth way more than you are being given credit for. DNC data, folks. Today's accusations are fucking bullshit, and I hope you understand the good you did despite that nonsense. The other tweet captured by the Tax Foundation's Alan Cole and another Twitter user pointed to the Clinton campaign ignoring DNC warnings about Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. Thorold said the DNC data never had those states as even close to safe, but the Clinton team thought they knew better. And the tweet reads, all that said, irony of her bashing DNC data. Our models never had Michigan, Wisconsin, PA looking even close to safe, but our team knew better. Basically, they quoted the tweet. And so, yeah, this is just additional, we're all about they're all trying to do this party unity and, let's get back together, let's do this, let's do that, how do we strategize for the future and everything else. But at the same time, now we've got this person, and I think that too, that was one of the things that soured a lot of people to Hillary Clinton, is that she seemed like physically unable to say, hey, I fucked up. Yeah, I did something that I should have, and that was unfortunate, and I really should have put my phone on mute. It was unfortunate, something I didn't do, I was wrong, and to my knowledge, she rarely, if ever, has said anything like that. And always tries to, makes up some excuse, and, how it wasn't her fault, why something happened, when in actuality it was. And see, that's the thing, too, when you are the leader, you're trying to be the leader of a country. The last thing I think a lot of people want to hear is, oh yeah, nothing bad, that all this shit that you can obviously see that's bad, none of that was my fault. No, that wasn't me. That was other people. I did everything right, but everyone else fucked up. I mean, honestly, at some point, I think, at some point we're just gonna have to, everyone as a country, and everyone on the left as a whole is just gonna have to accept the fact that the Clintons are done. She's what is she, 60, 70, some odd years old? People don't change at that point in life. They don't have these big personal revelations and realize that they were wrong about things. They're not, and it's not going to happen in this case, okay? She's going to continue to say to anyone who will listen, and even after that it wasn't her, it was Comey, it was Russia, it was WikiLeaks, it was, the Russian hacking and the interference in the emails, even though that was just the truth. And nothing that they, and at no point have they been able to refute those emails. And everything else is everyone else's fault other than Hillary Clinton. And that's the problem that I see. And I think probably I'm sure there's a number of other people have that same issue, where it's you're trying to be the leader of a country. And that's sort of, at least in American culture, I feel, that's sort of one of the marks of a leader, is responsibility. That's the biggest one. You are responsible for the country and what happens to the country. Not your staff, not your administration, not your voters or other countries. You are responsible. When a program that person pushes doesn't work out or ends up being a bad idea, it's their fault, because they're in charge. And you don't get to be in charge without, you don't get the benefits of being in charge without having to also take the responsibility of being in charge. And that is something that she has avoided left and right. And that's not going to change. So really, as a people, as a nation, and as a party, the Democrats especially as a party, I mean, honestly, guys, like, we're just going to have to quit listening to Hillary. She's done. She's out. Maybe she's got Alzheimer's. Maybe she's just like, she can't accept it, like, can't go out with grace. But it's kind of like continuing to watch a TV series, like, you watch a TV show and it's really good, and the couple seasons it's really nice, but then the plot starts to get bogged down a bit. Then maybe a character leaves, an actor leaves, and they try to replace that character or replace that actor, like have a different actor playing the same character, or just get rid of them. Write them out, and then before you know it, it's like 10 seasons later, and there's like one person that was in the end that's still there from the beginning, and it's just nothing like it was before. And it's just, it's time to go. Like, you've outlived, you've not aged well in the world, and it's time to go. And I think in that case, that is Hillary Clinton in a nutshell at this point. Is like, what, she's not going to change. She's not going to admit where she screwed up. I mean, for crying out loud, she's even gone full circle here, and we had the Russians, and we had the Bernie bros, and we had sexism and misogyny, and Comey, and now to come back around, and now she's throwing her own party under the bus. Not to mention, too, at the time, her own party that was run by her, like, freaking lapdog, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Or some people say, Debbie, do anything for Hillary Wasserman Schultz, which, that's a mouthful, but still. Who left in disgrace because she was incredibly biased towards Hillary Clinton and actively worked against Sanders and his campaign. So this is the organization that is currently being sued for fraud because of the manner in which they tilted the scales in her favor. And, they're part of the reason that she lost? Well, honestly, they probably are, but not in the way you think. More, the way of people saw what was happening and were like, okay, that's bullshit, I'm out of here, fuck this. And yeah, so, that's all I have to say on this particular subject. I'm lying, it's not all I have to say, but it's all I have to say in the time frame. I could go on like this for a couple hours, but I won't. So, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll post a couple of relevant links in the description, and I'll see you next time.